Okay, it is time for Magi 265. This chapter was interesting, kind of weird, but also very interesting. Um, Basically begins with Yunan not knowing anything. Of course, very surprising because Yunan seems to know a lot. Um, and basically everybody assumes that Alibaba's dead because, well, he's not breathing anymore. And they have the incense and shit going. So I mean, for all intents and purposes, they're basically having a funeral procession um, for him. So it it sucks there, but what are they gonna do? Bury his body or burn it? Like what the fuck's gonna happen? Because I mean, if he comes back and shit, I don't know. But um, even like Kogyoku is like crying while she's on a horse, for obvious reasons because Judar was still a friend even though he was an asshole to her, and Alibaba was also obviously very close to her, even though they didn't know each other that long. And you just kind of see the whole army is kind of affected by the loss of the both of them. And Hakue is not taking place in the war because she doesn't want to attack Hakuryu. And basically, it's about to start. And I mean, the preparations have basically been set where we basically see the faces of both commanders, obviously Hakuryu and Koen, and the I guess the war is about to start or battle, whichever. And then we cut over to Judar, who's been sent to I'm guessing another planet or something. Um, and this particular planet has weakened his magic. I'm assuming there's just not enough Rook there for him to draw from. So, like, I'm guessing actually now Amagi is a lot less powerful, and actually a metal vessel user is more powerful than a Magi here because they rely on the Rook and their own body uh, instead of around them. Like obviously Aladdin would be better because he went to Magnustat in order to actually use it without the whole Magi crap, which was one of the few redeeming things I've thought for Aladdin because he wanted to stop relying so much on the whole Magi power, even though it was really more or less just to get inside Magnustat, and he started relying on it again, like after that arc ended. Um, so like this like weird like vertical jaw monster comes out, and Judar gets saved obviously by Alibaba in like this weird like it looks like he's inside like a giant capsule with legs, arms, and the spike that was signature on Edward Elric and now him. So, um, what the fuck happened to him? I have no idea. I have no idea. So, I mean, that's really the chapter. There's not much to talk about there. The Raws are out for the next chapter, but I haven't read them yet. And, I mean, I hope it gets translated soon, but the Magi translators are very weird with how they do it, so we'll see. Um, the chapter was pretty good. I enjoyed it mostly because there was decent progression, because we found out a lot, and like obviously Judar's not dead, which is good, and of course Saluja's not dead, which is better. Um, and the war is about to start, so I what I'm looking forward to the most right now is for Cohen to lay an absolute smackdown on Hakuryu. Oh, and one other thing to talk about before then is it was pretty funny how he was running away from the monster, and he's like, "It's embarrassing, but I'd never been able to beat Hakuei in an arm wrestling match, and I run slower than Kogyoku." So it's like, well, first off, the former is not that embarrassing because all the all the females in that family are friggin' strong as shit. But that's besides. Well, Hakuryu is pretty strong too, so whatever. And I don't understand that thing about Kogoku though. She doesn't really run that much, does she? I mean, she's pretty hardcore with that freaking water metal vessel. I don't know, but I thought that was pretty funny though. Uh, so he's like, he relies on his Magi powers too much, which obviously, as you probably know by now, I don't like when Magi rely on those stupid powers because to me that's like the worst concept in the series. It had potential, but they really just made it an excuse for unlimited power for Aladdin and partially Judar or Judal, however you say it. But what was I saying? Yeah, I just want to see Kohen lay a complete smackdown on Hakuryu. I just want to see that. I would have liked to seen Hakuei do it too. Just Hakuei beat the crap out of him. But she's not gonna do that. But Kohen, man, if he loses to Hakuryu, I'm gonna go nuts in a bad way. If he beats Hakuryu, I'm gonna go nuts in a good way. So I want to see him just smack him down because Kohen's supposed to be one of the strongest characters, and Hakuryu is strong, but he really shouldn't be that strong. If he came out of the fight with Ali in sort of a stalemate, kind of, he shouldn't be so strong that he's out of Cohen's reach or even on his level. Um, and certainly not on Sinbad's level because Sinbad is Sinbad. I wonder if he'll get involved. I mean, I know Shinjuya Trading Company is not supposed to get involved with that shit, but obviously they might try to stop the war, One Piece style. I don't know. Um, that would be so cool though. Sinbad just coming in like, I'm here to stop the war. Just this whole. I won't say anything about One Piece, but um, if you do read/watch that show, you know what I'm talking about. But that would be so sick. I don't expect Sinbad to do that, but if he does, I don't know. Sinbad, it's Sinbad. But anyway, like I've been saying, Cohen, just lay a smackdown on that kid, that brat. Just fuck him up, big time. So that's it. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you next week.